Hello. Today we will talk about the Satyam scam. In 1987, B. Ramalinga Raju started a Satyam Computers with his brother-in-law. It was Hyderabad-based IT company. Before starting Satyam Computers, B. Ramalinga Raju had a cotton business. In 1991, Satyam Computers got listed in the BSE. In 2001, it got listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Also, Satyam Computer was one of the India's fastest growing company, for which Satyam Computers and the B. Ramalanga Raju had received many awards. And Raju's focus shifted towards the real estate. The real estate rates were going up fast in the Hyderabad. So Raju quickly started buying land properties in Hyderabad areas around it. Midas Infra and Midas Properties that Raju started in 1988. He started to buy properties in the same of these companies, his family member and himself. Raju started to buy properties aggressively. And when he needed more money, he started to manipulate the financial statement of the certain computers. That means he began foul play. For example,
पैसा ही पैसा होगा।
if the company had profit 60 crores, Raju would show that as 600 crores in the financial statement.
अरे साला ये तो अलग ही फ्रॉड चल रहा है। फ्रॉड? कैसा फ्रॉड भैया?
And by doing this, he tried to show that Satyam was rapidly growing. With the Satyam Computer's constant growth with strong financials, its share price went up. And on that high share price, B. Ramalinga Raju and his brother B. Rama Raju began to share their shares and kept their other shares as collateral and took a loan and used the name of his family, friends, and relative also. The people working on his farm, whose salary was for 5,000, Raju had made some of them the director of the few companies out of the 365 and bought land in their names. He made a lot of his friends as director of the some companies too. Metro man Sridharan said Raju had inside information about the Hyderabad's proposed metro route. That means Raju already knew the route of that metro line. Raju aggressively started to buy the lands nearby the proposed metro route, assuming when the metro comes, the price of those land will go up and the profit he gets from the real estate, some of it could go into Satyam and Raju could show fake financial figures such as sales, profit it is and could easily fill the gap between the actual sales and profit Satyam made. To show more sales in Satyam Computer, Raju started making fake sale invoices. Raju made 7,500 fake sale invoices. Using the fake invoice, he showed fake sales. But where is the profit made from the fake sales? So, for that, Raju made the fake bank statement to show that the money from the profit is in the bank. The man he showed a lot of cash reserve that did not exist. For many years, Raju kept faking the sales, profit, and other figures. Showing good growth in the company, Raju kept attracting investors because of which Satyam Computers share price kept on increase and its promoter kept selling their shares at the high prices. In 1999, the promoter's shareholding in Satyam was 24%. It dropped to 2% by the end of 2008 and he used to this money to buy properties. More Satyam grew, the gap between Raju's, the fake figure, and the actual figure increased too. And this gap became a huge amount in 2008. Real estate showed down because of the recession, and Raju's plan of the selling properties and fixing the gap between the figures had failed. After this, Raju made a new plan to fill this gap. According to his plan, Satyam Computer would buy a 50% stake in the Matthias Infra and Matthias property. And Raju said this money would go to the promoter of the Matthias. Matthias Infra and Matthias properties were owned by the Raju family. Satyam spelled backwards is Matthias. Raju thought this deal would help him show that the company had been bought using the gap between the actual figures and the fake figures. But in reality, there was no cash transaction because those were Raju family's businesses. This way, the gap between the fake figures and the actual figures will get filled. On 16th of December 2008, the Tim Computers Board of Directors approved his plan. Raju sanctioned this deal without taking permission from the shareholders. But the Satyam investors didn't like this decision, especially Satyam's institutional visitors. After this decision, Satyam stock fell rapidly. A US investor even filed a lawsuit against the Satyam, and there was 55% drop in Satyam stock in New York Stock Exchange. Due to this pressure, Satyam decided to cancel the plan of the acquiring Matthias Infra and Matthias Properties. As soon as this plan failed, the four independent director of the Satyam resigned. Watching his last plan fail for the filling the gap on 7 of January 2009, Raju confessed that Satyam Computer has been manipulating the financial statement for the years now. So let's take a look at the how Raju inflated the figures for the financial year 2008 and 9. Second quarter. As you can see here, the property shown by Raju is a lot more than the actual profit. Similarly, there is a lot of difference between the real cash deposit and one shown by Raju. This way, Raju kept manipulating Satyam financial statements for many years. Raju revealed that there is a difference of 7,000 crores between the actual and the fake figures. After this, along with the Raju, the independent directors and auditors of the Satyam were being questioned that the company has been manipulating the financial statement for so long and the independent directors, auditors are not aware of this. How is it possible? Satyam's auditor was PwC, Price Waterhouse Coopers. So figure kept inflating and the PwC didn't bother to check the invoices and the statements for so many years. An auditor job is to check the company's financial statement and their reliability and accuracy. In a way, an auditor is a representative of the shareholders, but here the auditor cheated them too. Recently, SEBI banned PwC for 2 years, and the US stock market regulator SEC has fined PwC $6 million. Later, it was that Satyam used to pay PwC double fees as any other IT company give their auditor. On 9 January 2009, Raju and his mother, B. Rama Raju, got arrested. After this scam, the government immediately appointed new board of member in Satyam and began preparing to save Satyam from the collapsing. The government planned to sell the company as soon as possible. Finally, Tech Mahindra bought Satyam. Tech Mahindra in April 2009 bought 51% stake in Satyam and changed the company's name to Mahindra Satyam. Later, in June 2013, Mahindra Satyam merged with the Tech Mahindra according to CBI report. Raju was into money laundering and he first used to send money to Europe and would then reroute to India. And with his money, Raju would buy lots of anonymous buildings. The Enforcement Directorate praised charges on Raju and 47 people along with him and on his 166 companies for money laundering and seized Raju and his family's properties. SEBI charged Raju and his family with insider trading and ordered them to return 1,850 crores of the property they made through insider trading. With the interest of 12%, they also banned them from the dealing in the securities market for 14 years. On 10 April 2015, a special CBI court sentenced Raj, his brother B. Rama Raju, then CFO Srinivas, two PwC partner and five other people to 7 years to the jail. And Raju and his brother were fined 5.5 crores. Before this scam got exposed, Satyam had a big name and it was India's fourth largest IT company. Satyam's stock was in Nifty and Sensex too. On 9 January 2009, Satyam Computer stock got removed from the Nifty and Sensex in September 2008. The World Council of the Corporate Governance presented Satyam Computer with the Global Peacock Award, and just 4 months later, Satyam's accounting fraud got exposed. Satyam's CFO at that time, Srinivas, and some executives, few months before, Raju confessed. Just a few days after confessing, Satyam's share price fell from 170 rupees to only 6.5 rupees. The meaning of the Satyam in the Sanskrit is truth. But what Satyam's promoters did